Dokkodo Precept 12. Do not seek luxury in your dwelling. Here's a question. Do you feel this way right now? I want to live in a bigger house. I want a more stylish room. I want to escape from this cramped apartment. Here's the truth. This attachment to dwelling is exactly what keeps you trapped in unfreedom for life. What I'm sharing today is Dokkodo Precept 12, one of the 21 teachings that Miyamoto Musashi wrote 7 days before his death. What will happen to you in these 7 minutes? On Monday morning, you'll be freed from the dissatisfaction of wanting a better house and be able to appreciate your current environment. You'll be liberated from the pressure of mortgages and rent, becoming mentally lighter. You'll be able to focus not on where to live, but on how to live. In other words, you'll transform from someone bound by place to someone who can live anywhere. This video will be that turning point. More powerful than reading 100 self-help books. I guarantee it. Let's begin. Miyamoto Musashi Dokkodo Precept 12. 支度において望む心なし. In English, do not seek luxury in your dwelling. It means do not hold a desire for luxury or extravagance in your dwelling. Now wait a minute. Don't be particular about your house. Isn't it natural to seek a comfortable home? No, that's not it. What I'm about to share is not feel-good self-help philosophy. This is the life philosophy of a man who fought over 60 death matches and never lost once. Words written 7 days before death. Think about it. In the era Musashi lived, owning a grand mansion was a status symbol for samurai. A wide garden, impressive gate, prestigious building. However, Musashi didn't seek that. Throughout his life, he lived in modest dwellings. At the end, he died in a cave called Reigando in the mountains of Kumamoto. Why? What Musashi teaches is not, don't live anywhere, but don't be attached to dwelling, living in a fine house. That's not a bad thing. However, being attached to a house and narrowing your life's options. That's the problem. I must protect this house. I must keep paying this mortgage. I can't move from this place. Such attachments make you unfree. Musashi thought this way. A house just needs to shelter you from rain and wind. Anything beyond that is attachment. A house is not the purpose of life. A house is a tool for living life. Being attached to a tool and sacrificing your life is putting the cart before the horse. Why are we attached to dwellings? Because society keeps whispering to you, own a house. Home ownership is proof of success. A house is life's goal. Renting is for losers. These messages bind you. However, Musashi says, owning a house is not success. Living freely is success. Even if you live in a grand house, chased by mortgage payments, unable to change jobs or move, is that success? Even in a modest house, if you can move freely and do what you want, isn't that true success? In Musashi's era, attachment to houses was fatal. A samurai who fixates on, I must protect this mansion, becomes unable to move. A samurai who thinks I can live anywhere can move freely. Musashi was the latter. That's why he could travel all across Japan and become the strongest swordsman. No, Musashi-san. But wanting to live in a comfortable house is normal, right? I understand. I get it. But look carefully. Many people are dominated by attachment to dwelling and have become unfree. Have you had experiences like these? Slaves to mortgage. You bought a house with a 35-year mortgage. Now I'm a winner in life. However, monthly payments of 150,000 yen began. Even if you hate your company, you can't quit. Even if you want to change jobs, you're too afraid of income dropping. Even if there's something you want to do, you give up because of the mortgage. What happened? You thought you obtained a house, but the house is dominating your life. Musashi says, you didn't buy a house. You signed a 35-year slavery contract. The house was supposed to free you. However, attachment made you unfree. Another example, attachment to location. You live in a luxury apartment in the city center. Rent is 300,000 yen per month. Living in this area is status. However, because of the rent, you work desperately every month. You can't save. You can't travel. What happened? Your fixation on where you live is robbing your life's options. What Musashi teaches is this. Don't fixate on place. Wherever you live, you are still you. Warren Buffett is one of the world's wealthiest investors. However, he still lives in the house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. Despite having assets worth billions of dollars, he doesn't move to a mansion. Why? He says, this house is sufficient. There's no need to be attached to a house. A house is not life's purpose. A house is a tool for living life. Buffett embodies this truth. One more. A house for vanity. You want to live in a house you can brag about to friends. I want to invite everyone and be envied. Your criteria for choosing a house is not, am I comfortable? But how will others see me? What happened? Caring about others' eyes, you're sacrificing your own life. Musashi says, don't choose a house for others' evaluation. Choose a house for your life. Modern society constantly whispers to you, live in a better house. Real estate ads, luxurious rooms on social media, everything says, you'll be happy if you live in this house. However, Musashi says, a house doesn't make you happy. You make yourself happy. Those attached to dwelling are dominated by dwelling. Only those free from dwelling obtain true freedom. Which will you choose? Let's clear up common misunderstandings. Question 1. Not being particular about dwelling means become homeless? No, Musashi doesn't say don't live anywhere. He says don't be attached. Living in a comfortable house? This house is comfortable. Being attached? Without this house, I can't live. A house is necessary. However, attachment is unnecessary. Question 2. But isn't a house an asset? It seems so at first glance. However, think carefully. When you buy a house with a mortgage, you keep paying interest for 35 years. During that time, you can't freely change jobs or move. Is that really an asset? Or is it a liability? A true asset is something that frees you. Something that binds you is not an asset. Question 3. Not being particular about dwelling means having no ambition. No, the complete opposite. People who are attached are actually not improving. Trapped by protecting this house, their lives stagnate. People free from attachment constantly improve. This house is fine. Another house is fine too. What matters is what I accomplish. This is true ambition. So, what should you do starting today? Just 3 things. Action 1. Keep housing costs within 25% of income. What percentage of your income is your housing cost? If it exceeds 30%, that's a danger signal. Ideally, it should be within 25%. Why? When housing costs are too high, other options disappear. Job changes, challenges, travel, everything becomes restricted. By lowering housing costs, your life's degree of freedom increases. Many people realize through this practice. When I lowered my rent, my life's options increased. Why is this effective? Money is a tool to buy freedom. If you reduce money spent on housing, money you can use freely increases. Action 2. Maintain a state where you can move within 1 year. Can you move right now? If you thought, no, impossible, that's attachment. Maintain a state where you can move anytime. Specifically, reduce possessions. Save 2 months' living expenses. Always have 2-3 candidate moving destinations. The state of being able to move anytime gives mental freedom. Many people realize by creating this state, when I thought I could move anytime, life in my current place became enjoyable. Why is this effective? The state of can't move creates stress. The state of can move anytime creates freedom. Action 3. Make a places to live list. If you were to leave your current house, where would you want to live? Write down 5 candidate locations. And for each place, write this. What kind of life would begin if I lived here? When you make this list, you realize, my current place wasn't the only option in life. Many people realize through making this list, attachment to where I live was narrowing my perspective. Why is this effective? By becoming conscious of options, attachment decreases. From only here to here is good, and there is good too. How was it? Miyamoto Musashi's Dokkodo, Precept 12. Do not seek luxury in your dwelling. From a life bound by place to a life where you can live anywhere. From without this house to anywhere is fine. Experience this transformation yourself. If you found this video even slightly helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. Well then, see you in the next video. Thank you very much.